This is officially the first ever Isaac Rose Walks with a guest.
You already know who I
It's
am.
Nick Wadism. Today, where are we walking?
We are walking through what looks like a council estate.
Yeah, it doesn't currently look the best.
I think we've gone off road.
But where actually are we? Where are we?
Hadleigh.
Hadleigh.
They drove the Olympic torch through this town.
Wow. Great.
You may have noticed there was a roundabout on the way here.
I did.
And there was a cyclist on that roundabout. A statue, not an actual man. And that was to commemorate the 2012 London Olympics. Did you know?
I didn't actually.
You do now.
Wow.
You've been educated. We're doing that man thing, you know, like when men walk down hills.
And our knees bend.
Yeah,
Yeah.
like NPC shit, you know.
Yes. But anyway, I am here because we went to a concert yesterday, Lincoln Park.
We did. Benji didn't.
Yeah, we went with Benji, but he had a little bit too much to drink, bless him. And what ensued was not the best. But yeah, I thought I'd take Wadism on a walk.
Or am I taking you on a walk?
A little bit of both, really, I think.
I think it is. You are right.
A little bit of both. Right, hang on.
Fuck it. We're just raw dogging. Let's go.
You want to just raw dog it?
Yeah, fuck it.
This goes against everything Isaac Rose Walk stands for.
Chaos.
Normally I follow a route,
We need chaos.
but this is just...
Look, if we get lost, it would be so much better for content. Don't you find it mad? Right, someone put that there.
just a bit of wood,
Okay, yeah, but like it got there somehow.
I guess. That's very-
And that one.
Well, that's to stop the floor falling, I think.
It's to stop the floor falling apart.
Yeah, someone made the path.
What if we get attacked by like the Viet Cong or something? Does it not sketch you out? Like walking near shit like this, people might just jump out.
Who's going to be sat in a bush of brambles?
The ops.
The ops. This is some lovely scenery.
That tree's fallen down. Speaking of which, a tree fell on a 7-year-old child yesterday in a park in Southend and they're dead.
This is going to be so different to the normal vibe of Isaac Rose Walks. Normally I just walk and waffle about life.
So what's going on in life?
What is going on in life? So how's life, Wadism?
I'm enjoying myself, man. Retirement's good.
Retirement. Oh.
He might be back. He might not. No one knows.
Yeah.
Nah, we'll be back. We'll be back.
I do get comments asking where you are.
No, I don't think anyone's watched one of my videos for about 6 months, to be honest. I got one message on Instagram saying, come back. I've never been here before in my life.
We're just sort of in the middle of nowhere, but I like it.
Yeah.
I feel like I spent the last day in and around London where it's concrete, and now I feel like I'm back home in my nature.
Returning to the woods where you belong.
Exactly.
Do you think you could survive in, like, if you were stranded somewhere like this?
Yeah, I reckon so.
Well, you're going to like find some berries and just scran.
Well, yeah. I don't know. I feel like I'd be okay. Do you think you'd survive? I don't know. I feel like
Unfortunately, yes.
just be able to, I don't know. Just, like, would you be able to, if I dropped you up at Scotland, would you be able to work your way back?
Do I have a map?
No.
I could figure out directions and shit. I don't know where the fuck we are, by the way. Cattle grazing.
There is cattle grazing, apparently. Oh, thanks. We're coming in. It's a kissing game. We're supposed to have kissed.
Oh, were we?
Yeah.
I didn't know that. That's quite nice.
This is a nice little.
That's
That's a
you
nice
know, look.
bench. There's a bench there, look.
That's a fucking
Whoa.
fantastic spot to bleed out. In a park in the middle of Essex.
This is nice though. Honestly, so I tried to find a walk around here because me and Wadism were planning to do this. And around Essex, there's just like, there's nothing.
We've got big Tesco.
There's just like, I find it. I don't know if it's because it's more like south, but up north, like you just drive 10-20 minutes and you've got like a walk up a hill or waterfall or.
It's lower terrain down here though.
I know.
It's because it's nearer the sea level.
But at least we've got this. It's quite nice.
Yeah, I'm like diagonal, but it's calm.
Yeah.
This is like, it's just mad, isn't it, nature?
What do you mean?
Like, people just for thousands of years have just been looking at shit like this.
Yeah.
And now we've got like big fucking Tesco and farm foods. Fucking batshit crazy, dude.
It's just nice, isn't it? I just prefer this to like. This is why I hate London.
No, I like London.
I just can't be dealing with.
I like the madness of it all.
See, that's the. I'm the polar opposite. I can't. I want stillness. I don't want.
Oh no, don't get me wrong. I like this as well. This is nice, but I do like a bit of chaos here and there.
I just feel like everyone's in a rush in London. Everyone's just like aggressive and just trying to.
It's a big city, isn't it?
No one talks to anyone. You don't say like, "Oh, morning" to people you
It's
pass.
probably a good thing, to be honest.
Every person I pass, I'm like, "Oh, how you doing? You right?"
Everyone says about like being weirdos on the train and stuff, but no one I've ever spoken to on the London Underground is weird.
Right, let me check where to go.
That's quite a nice view.
That's. Yeah.
That's Thames Gateway.
Where's the bridge?
Oh, the bridge is miles over that way. You can see it from the flat.
We're kind of not en route.
I mean, as long as we end up that way, we can get to the castle.
If we go down here, is that a path? No, not really.
We're just two big men on a quest to find a castle.
Let's just
You go that way. We'll swing a left at some
We'll
point.
just free roam it.
That is the River Thames.
Wow. It's an alright view. I mean, it's slightly disrupted by the fucking cranes and.
Yeah, but I quite like that because it, like, obviously I can see that from the flat, and like at night it's all glistening and shimmering.
I prefer like. I like scenery where you can see nothing man-made.
Yeah.
Where it's just like hills and shit.
Nah, see, I like lights at night time. I'm a nice little.
I'd love to go like wild camping in like Highland of Scotland.
Yeah, that would be sick
Sleep
to
in the
be
middle
fair.
of nowhere.
But I feel like a Viking or some shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, that'd be cool.
Just surviving off like what you got on your back.
Annoyingly, about 2 minutes before you started recording, I'm still annoyed that you didn't get the Lancaster, to be honest. There was a Battle of Britain memorial flight, Lancaster flying at about 600 foot. It sounded terrific. Didn't drop bombs on us, which is good.
I'm not the type of autism that likes vehicles.
Or noises, apparently.
Yeah, I don't like loud noises.
What's your favourite noise?
I was having this conversation when I was on holiday with my family actually. Do you prefer the sound of like a beach or like countryside, like birds chirping?
Waves.
You prefer the beach?
Well, yeah.
Crashing of the waves.
Yeah, like obviously doing like music and stuff as well. Like I'll try and get sounds like that in. And I'll often get waves and then make them sound a bit different and shit. It's fun.
I don't know, I do love like if we like just the sound of this. Just birds and
Yeah, it's cool. I like hearing the birds and then just a lone gunshot that just echoes around. You're like, well,
and then the bird chirping stops.
yeah, the birds will fly away. And then there's a body found like 2 weeks later.
Yeah.
Like I said, fantastic place to bleed out.
Do you want to talk about your retirement anymore, or do you want to leave it at...
We could, you can ask questions if you've got questions. I'm a easygoing guy.
I don't know, it's not... I mean, if it was Benji, I feel like it'd be a bit more like, so, why'd you stop 2 years ago? But you've only...
Well, 6 months,
Same as, oh yeah, 6 months I suppose.
nearly 7. No,
But you've not got any reason really. You've just been
no,
chilling
I'm just
with it.
chilling, man. Like,
But you've always been like that. You've always sort of just took it or leave it. Like,
yeah,
you're not
like I had a bit of a mad start to the year, to be fair. So went for a breakup and then out of that, that's calm.
Well, I think you've had quite a mental like year as well. Like you moved out, you got made redundant.
that was last year. Was
Everything
heavy,
was a bit.
yeah. Like I had good times last year, but it was a bit of a what the fuck is going on?
But then I found it as well. Like, I mean, I don't know if you felt it, but like moving out's a bit of a shift in life where you've suddenly got like
I feel like
loads of cooking and cleaning and stuff to do and jobs.
yeah, like I
bits
do
and
actually
stuff.
feel like an adult now, and You know, I'm not getting told off for being too loud, which is nice.
Yeah.
Are you coming through?
No, you go first.
Okay, thank you.
I'll come afterwards. There you go.
Magpie. But yeah, like I'm not, you know, it is a different environment. Well, I'm on my own most of the time,
Yeah.
which is mint. But it's not even like I've been going out and doing shit, to be honest. I've just sort of been dissociating and just sitting about.
But I think, like, it's kind of a respectable though, where you've always only ever done YouTube if you want to do it.
Yeah, but that's
You have always seen it as a hobby. It's never been like oh, I need to make it on this. I need to get X views, subscribers, everything. It's just you just do it because it's just something cool to
again. But that's when I was getting into it initially. That's what it was. You just did it because you had something funny to show people. You just put a video up to show your mates.
I do still love it for that though. Like that's what people always say. Like oh, do you want to do solo videos? And I just don't have any interest in just like just doing it like myself. But it's kind of what I don't see the point in like a main channel video, because the main channel to me is just a collection of like moments that we've got as mates. Like, I still go back and watch videos from like 3, 4, 5 years ago. I mean, especially the vlogs as well. I mean, fuck me, like
I do watch
the P-Town vlog or the Comic-Con vlog. Like, I'll be able to look back on them when we're like old as fuck.
Should we go for that?
Probably. Let me have a look. Because I don't want to just go there and we end up
But no, you are. Like, I've always tried to see it as a portfolio of kind of just memories I've had with my mates.
Let's keep going down now. So we will literally be back straight away.
Yeah, fair. Yeah, like I've always just seen it as a portfolio of here's some stupid shit I did in my 20s.
Yeah.
With one of my hobbies. But that's the other thing as well. Obviously, I fixate. I'm undiagnosed, but there's definitely something wrong.
I think it's wrong. I think you've just...
No, that's the thing though. As long as I'm, like you, doing something creative, be it music, whatever, like, you know, it's one of them. But like I said, if I'm not in the mood to do it, then I don't want to do it. Because if I'm forcing myself to do it, it's not a hobby.
I do feel like it's sort of... See, the way I differ is, because I've done it since I was 13.
Well, it's been your life.
It doesn't feel like I need to sit down and edit. It doesn't feel like a task. It's sort of just like I'm doing this. If that makes sense, like it's just like I'm here and I'm editing. That's just a thing I do. That's just a part of me. I think I've almost done YouTube longer than I haven't done it.
Well, yeah, I mean, yeah, you're not wrong actually. To be fair, it's always been part of my life, like ever since I discovered it. And I was 2007. 2006, 7. I started doing stuff in like 2010, I think. My first ever video was a RuneScape music video to the Ketchup song.
Mine was, I knew that I wanted it to be like, I spent like 2 days like making sure I got the script right.
I've never scripted anything.
And then I got my dad's like camcorder, filmed the screen as I danced on Destiny 2 and then like read the script. And I've edited it on Windows Movie Maker. And you can see like on the video of it, you can see like the TV screen in the bottom because the camera wasn't like perfectly aligned because I didn't have an Elgato or a recording thing or anything. And
Elgato didn't exist back then, dude. You had the Dazzle.
It did for me, I think. I think when I was doing it, because I think I started it in like September.
What year?
And
2013, I'm gonna guess.
13 or 14. Probably 13. And then that Christmas, I got the first Elgato.
Yeah.
But yeah,
it's fine. It's calm. It's dinner.
I feel like we're not like YouTubers whereby we want to play the game and we want to make videos to get loads of like subscribers and views. Which I've just got no interest. It's like this channel. This channel is literally just like because I enjoy walking. Like everyone takes a piss out of how many channels I've got, but I just do it because I like the different shit.
Yeah. Well, I feel like, I don't know if it's just because I've been out of the loop for a minute, but it feels like there's less of that about at the minute, like the YouTubers. It feels like it is kind of going back to a passion project.
I feel like people are starting to just see through the bullshit.
Oh yeah, yeah.
People are just sick of the Mr. Beast like shouty and overproduced and
Amazon Prime type shit. I think it will revert.
I think as people get older as well, because like me personally, I'd much rather watch something like just someone chatting and like. I subscribed on Friday. I don't know why it came up on my recommendations. I can't remember his name, but he had like 14 subscribers. All his videos.
Squirrel!
Oh wow! Did I get it?
Fucking love squirrels. Look at him hopping about.
Yeah, this guy had like 17 subscribers, and he's doing this like walk challenge for Alzheimer's, where he's like walking the length of England.
What's
this
it for?
Really old guy. He's like 80 years old.
Wait, what's it for?
It's for some Oh, shut the fuck up. And because I think his wife died of Alzheimer's or something.
F.
And he's just doing like his videos are just titled like day 86, and it's just like a 5-6 minute video.
Is he
just
accidentally hitting your algorithm?
Yeah, but it's got but all of his videos have like 13-14 views. But I just kind of love it. Weirdly.
Yeah.
I don't know what it is. I just feel like I found a gem before. Like it's just I don't know. That's the kind of YouTube I like.
That's how I remember when I started. Like, well, when I first got into YouTube, like I'd just be watching this guy just do stupid shit in his house. He's just filming himself doing stupid shit. That's what he used to. There was no point to the video. There was no. It was just him letting off fucking steam or suppressing the daddy issues or something. I don't know. But like,
I feel like even streaming's gone down that. Like, because streaming at the minute just feels like people just do a quick 2 hours, but make sure that they're really hyped for certain sections to get clips that go viral on TikTok.
Yeah, I got a very love-hate relationship with streaming.
I do love it for the chat.
Yeah, that's the social part of it I love.
I am very. I think I've recently realised, like, I don't know, I just don't have it in me to be like loud and like,
no, but
so guys, and like people come into my streams and they're like, oh, this is really chill compared to you with like videos like, where's the jokes? And I'm like,
but that's the thing.
That's not me.
Like, I think there's a lot of people out there that, and I obviously haven't watched your streams. I know that you're the same in streams as you are off camera, and I'm assuming that I'm the same. But I just don't understand. I can't hype myself up for that sort of thing.
No, I can't. I really
Like
can't.
I catch myself in third person hearing some of it, and I'm like,
and I have fallen into trap. There's a few things I've sort of had a realization recently of like, so I had that the channel where I've been talking about the book that I want to write.
Isaac Rose poos.
Yes, the book I want to write, and like I was thinking of those videos and like the way I'm talking and the way I'm acting, I'm like trying to be all mysterious and cool, and I'm like, what's the fucking point?
Yeah, just be genuine, man. That's the thing.
Like, it's like me being like, and also, no one gives a fuck. Like, it's me talking about the book. No one cares. Like, just talk about it because and how you want to talk about it.
Yeah,
talk about it for any
if you're
specific...
making a trailer for a film, a bit different.
then yeah, but
like that's why I can't bring myself to script shit. Never have, never will. I just can't do it. I'll have a rough outline of what I'm going to say, but I always feel like I work better on the spot anyway.
Don't get me wrong. With like when I was doing the MXZ show, I mean, I'd script those bits, and I would have to ham it on a little bit. I'd be like, "Welcome back," and it would be a little bit, but it was never like. I mean, the one time, to be fair, I feel like it benefits us because I've got like you lot, and you're not all fucking yes men. Like when I did that drinking video.
I'm very much a no man.
Like, well, yeah, you are, yeah. But like when I did that drinking video, you know, one when I was like trying to guess which one's Pepsi Max, and
God, yeah, that was a hard one.
Everyone grilled me for it.
Tough wank, but not impossible.
Like, everyone just absolutely fucking
I couldn't do it. Yeah, we did flame.
it.
You deserve that.
And yeah, I did. But that was me, like trying really hard to just get something.
Yeah.
To do well. Like that was just me being like,
I've fallen off. I need to fix that.
Not even falling off, but being like, oh, I need to like try and just get something that's gonna pop. And I realized I was like watching. I was like, yeah, what the fuck is that? What am I doing?
It wasn't the video concept or anything like that did me. It was the legs.
That was me being like, oh, this will get comments, like this will get like interactions, being like, what the fuck's he doing with his legs? But then watching it back, I was like, okay, that's just fucking cringy.
But I think the difference is I know you, I know you, so I know that that's
Castle.
not. Yeah, that is.
You can't really see it through the trees. It's up there.
We'll be there in a bit. Don't
We'll be
worry.
there in a bit. Right, we'll go this way.
Yeah, I agree.
And because there's a bit that I want to cut down to, because we've kind of, oh, what the fuck, we are not where I thought we were. So, I mean, we can go up there and we're back at the castle, but I did want to do all that.
We can go that way.
Well, we can go down and then along. I kind of want to go along the water.
Yeah, what would be cool.
And then we'll do that, and then worst case we can come up there.
We could what? We can go for a little splash.
But yeah, today's fucking boiling.
It's fucking warm.
If you see, like, if I've got sweat patches or I look wet in the face, it's
normal.
What is it like 29 degrees today?
Probably about it.
I mean,
you can hear the crickets. So
we shouldn't complain because it's.
Should we go over the level crossing as well?
We can go over the level crossing.
Yeah, fuck it.
Oh, you know what you'd love?
Trains.
There was a National Trust place I went to it's like Suffolk Way, and it's like an abandoned war place where you have to stay on the paths, because if you go off the paths there might still be like unexploded shrapnel.
Fuck yeah, let's go.
And you have to like take a boat to it, and there's all like abandoned towers, and it's pretty good.
That sounds sick.
Castle.
I love shit like that. Oh yeah.
There.
I believe it was Henry V's hunting residence or something like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, something like that. But it's in a very good point, because it's you can obviously see the Thames, and obviously back in the day that was an entrance to the country.
I will say I did love.
Is that Lancaster again?
You'd probably quite like when I went up to.
We're going to get another flyover, Isaac. Sorry.
When I went to the top end of the country a couple of weeks ago.
Yeah.
Like north way, and the amount of like castles and shit there. Feels like you're in a set of Game of Thrones.
I do love shit like that. Like it's.
Like it was like Banter Castle, Scenic Castle. There was the Holy Island. You can only go over there at certain times of the tide.
Yeah.
That's cool. They just filmed 28 years later there as well.
Oh yeah.
Plain.
Have you been to Cornwall much?
Yes.
St Michael's Mount.
I've not been to St Michael's Mount. I really want to go there.
That's sick. Yeah.
Because it does. I always go to them places, and then I always come back from it being like, I really need to go and write this fancy book that I want to write.
Yeah.
'Cause it just felt like.
That's not a Lancaster. I was wrong.
But yeah, I've not done that. I really want to go over to France as well, because there's that one over there, isn't there, that's similar to St Michael's Mount.
Yeah.
With the tide coming in and out. It did stress me out a little bit though. Maybe don't stand on the
No, I'm in the middle. That won't get me.
train track. He needs the picture.
We've already had one casualty this weekend. We do not need another one.
Yeah, basically, so we went to see Lincoln Park, and Benji got towards when was it? Like 10 o'clock.
10 o'clock.
I wasn't getting there till 3 or 4.
I'd just woken up.
And so you didn't start drinking because you were hungover, but Benji started drinking.
But we went to Tesco. I recommended him a new drink. If you've heard of Four Locos, you probably know where this is going.
8% vodka can. And he had 4. When I got there, he was just a bit loud, and I thought, oh, okay, maybe
that's normal.
It is quite normal for Benji. And then we went to Tesco and he bought another 4, and he downed them in the space of like 40 minutes to an hour. And the rest that followed it.
It's the C2C.
Is that what we were on yesterday?
No one fucking asked, but carry on.
This is fine. This is what the walking channel's all about.
What, trains?
No, but
fuck, I'd watch it if it was about train.
No one asks for any of this.
Way wankers!
Train wankers.
I felt like such a fucking yobbo then. Oh my god, sorry. I'm sorry if you're on that train.
But so then he spent the whole way to the concert after that with his head in his.
Literally, by the
lap.
time we got in the underground, he was slumped. His neck must be in fucking bits today.
Yeah, we were worried that we weren't going to get in the concert, but we did. We didn't see him for the whole of the concert.
we essentially banished him.
He left out of the crowd and then just didn't find us for the rest of it, which, honestly, in hindsight, was probably the best option.
Yeah. Bless him. What's he like? Little rascal.
Good concert.
Yeah, it was good. It was sick.
I apologise for the wind. The wind's going to be loud as fuck, and
Let's just go back.
I didn't put wind covers on it, so.
I was covering mine a little bit because I understand how microphones work, you see.
Yeah, I do have like it's like a mini dead cat, but just I don't know. I just feel like
It's a shell. Or a crab. How the fuck did a crab get here?
the sea's over there. So
Is it the sea? It's just the fucking Thames.
yeah, but the Thames goes into the water, doesn't it?
Eventually, yeah, I suppose it does.
Kind of. I do love this channel. I don't know why. I say it every video. I'm like, I fucking love this.
I just wish I had to get up and go to do shit, to be honest. Like, that's one thing I do like about you. You're just constantly doing shit.
I get antsy just sitting doing nothing.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I'm just sort of like, is the mic going to get windy?
It will, but I don't care that much.
Can you EQ it? Yeah.
It's not that harsh wind, to be fair. It's fine.
It's not like a weather report. You know, like when they send a poor fucking weather reporter out. And it's like fucking 120 mile an hour winds.
It's also coming and going.
It's like, yeah, just go out, we'll film you. Just fucking do the talk.
No, this is like, because I love gaming and I love the gaming channel.
I love gaming
But
too.
at a certain point, at a certain age, it's like, it's not going to last forever. Like, you've taught me that, because I'm always like, oh, but I don't want it to end. Like, if it went like to shit and we all stopped doing it.
But this is like, you are nostalgic all the time.
I've just always, yeah.
Like when we first met you, you were longing for the days when you were playing Skate 3 with your boys. A year later, you were longing for the times we were playing Rebirth. Now you're longing for the times that we had a year ago.
It's always,
you just got to keep evolving.
it's always like that quote from Andy in The Office when he's like, I wish there was a way to know you're in the good old days.
Yeah, but I've tried
Before
to
you're in the good old... No, I know. I think I just always stress about the future, which makes me then also look back. And then,
totally, that makes sense. It is one of them, like, I sort of, like recently, obviously, getting with my now girlfriend, like, I'm sort of like, trying to remind myself at the time, I'm like, no, this is like the times you'll look back on in a year and go, oh, that was cute and shit like that.
It's just like living in the moment, isn't it? Oh, that's the second slip I've got. Oh, more trains.
2 of them.
And a castle. If you can see that. We'll go over there later, but...
How fucking mental have you got to be to just go, I'm going to build a castle here?
Do you know, so I was having this thought, as well, like, I suppose this sort of, like, coincides with what we were just talking about, but like... Because I was at Hadleigh Castle and like walking in that and like looking at the architecture and also just like all the they've got like museumy bits where they just show it like show off all the stuff. And I was like, are we like running out of history? Because we're not going to have any history from our time
no,
period.
you say that.
Talking about lords, ladies, castles, houses. I know that it will just be a different form of history.
Well, we literally do. Like, we're living through history. We're living through one of the biggest decades that has ever fucking happened.
I know, but I just like...
I was thinking this the other day. Like, the 2020s started with fucking COVID.
But we're not like building... We're not building like architecturally like impressive stuff that's going to be here in 100 years.
No, true, but
people are going to look around. You know what I mean?
We're living it in a different way now. It's all online. You can... Everything is documented now. Everything is history at the second it happens. Bear in mind, the 20s so far, COVID, Russia, Ukraine, the shit with Iran and Israel last week, you're living through a mental fucking decade.
I know, I mean more, even more so like our country. Like,
I guess,
how
but
I
you're...
go around like national trust places and you look at all these houses and you learn about like the people who live there and the lords and the...
True,
like, the history.
I think that is a narrow way of looking at it. Bear in mind, all the shit you're looking at now, that was built over the course of 2,000 years.
I know, but we don't build shit like that anymore. Like, we don't even build like cathedrals or churches anymore.
No, well, or pubs. I noticed that the other day. When was the last time you saw a new pub?
And even if they are new pubs, it's all just like really bog standard buildings that are just...
You know what went wrong with pubs? When they started doing food. I love pub grub, don't get me wrong, but it stopped being the pub at that point. It was just a restaurant.
I don't know,
with a bar.
do you watch much of Jeremy Clarkson's Farm? Because he was talking about this, saying like...
No.
The amount of pubs and stuff that have closed, and he's like... back in the day, like you had all these like really small villages, like everywhere. There was little villages.
Where
and
everyone knew everyone.
Everyone knew everyone. You had a village doctor, you had a village shop, you had a village post office, you had a village count, like all this, and you got together and met everyone at the village pub. And now everything's gone except for the pub, but then they're slowly dying. Like more pubs close than they open.
Yeah, that's just the evolution of society in general, though.
I also do think our generation drinks a lot less. I think our parents and their parents just that was just what you did.
Well, yeah, I was talking to my mum about this last week actually, and she was like, we were like, what did you do before phones existed? And it's like, obviously I grew up without a phone. Like I didn't get a first phone until I was like 12. So I sort of feel like I still had that childhood where I'm sitting around playing in the mud. But at the same time as that, I had a PlayStation and shit like that. But she was saying, like, yeah, Sundays were like intolerable. You just sit around hoping someone would call the house phone and stuff like that. And it's sort of like, they must have been bored. But then again, they invented more shit back then, I suppose.
But I also think health and wellness is it's a lot more of a trend nowadays. Like making like wellness and health and make sure that you diet and gym and go outdoors.
They didn't need to check that shit back then. They were just healthier.
Yeah, but I mean more so like their generation just smoked and drank and
fuck yeah,
like just didn't really have much regard for it. Whereas I feel like now it's a lot more like honestly look at students in uni drink. I'd say 50% less than in the last 10 years.
They've done more research into that sort of shit now, and they know the benefits and the cons. And
that's what I mean. So I think that's also probably contributed to.
We're the most well-informed generation of people that have ever lived on this planet.
Oh, look at fucking AI. Literally like one prompt and you can get any question that you need answered.
Yeah, you know what fucks me off? People using AI for something like a Google.
Yeah.
Just fucking Google it.
I'll do better that.
Google's been around for fucking yonks. Just use that.
My worry with AI is that it'll make people like
dumber,
an expert at everything.
Well,
and dumber. It's like uni students. I mean, fuck me. You don't have to write a dissertation now. You just put it in a prompt in ChatGPT.
Yeah.
Or like, I don't know a maths question. Like when we have kids,
we are expecting.
And they ask like a maths question. They could literally just whip out like obviously not when they're like young, but say they're like 14, 15, they've got a phone. They're not gonna like sit there and struggle in the maths homework, are they? They're gonna fucking type
if my kids do maths homework, I'm gonna shout at them.
But they're gonna type the thing into ChatGPT and get an answer within like seconds. They're not gonna need it. But then, is that not going to make a really dumb generation of like?
Well, that's the thing, though. It's going to. Yes and no, because I feel like as AI gets more integrated, you're going to rely on humans a lot less. But
I was watching.
It's pros and cons.
I was watching a podcast with, John Bellion.
No.
You do.
You could have just invented that person. I wouldn't have had a clue.
I'm at an all-time low. No?
Is this the flash mob section of the walk?
That's John Bellion.
Who?
Anyway.
I only know one John, and that's John Clearance.
So, he's a music producer and stuff, and in this podcast they were talking about AI and like, are you worried about like the fact that you could just type like, give me a beat on this and do it, whatever. And he was like, at a certain point, AI would get to a point where it can do everything for us that we have to choose to do stuff because we want to. Like, we enjoy the process. Like, sure, you could get a robot to fucking build you a table, but you might enjoy the craftsmanship of doing it. Like,
how do I fuck it?
Like, you're gonna have to just enjoy the process.
Yeah, but I mean, that's why I've always enjoyed doing music and I've enjoyed doing videos, because it's more personal. It feels like a personal touch. I feel like...
Well, that's the struggle I've had with having an editor sometimes, is I feel like it's like Zigzag always like takes the piss being like, oh, Isaac, you don't even make videos anymore, you just get an editor
Zigzag.
to do it.
Get fucked.
And I'm like, and it's like, I do feel like it's, not that it's lost that personal touch, but like when I put a video out, I was proud because I had done it all.
You've still got other shit that you do yourself though.
Yeah,
still...
I think that is where a lot of people go. I know you're not into like other YouTubers and shit, but like, I'm gonna have to switch sides, my arm is fucked, I need to switch on. McNasty
Friend.
No, not even. But he put a video out being like, oh, I just feel like I've just got into a habit of recording, sending it off to an editor, and then that's it. And I've lost that like creative element of it, where I feel like I'm not even involved. I'm just a character in a piece. And
the consequences of being popular, I suppose, right?
Yeah, but I feel like this is constant. Like people feel that they constantly need to like scale with it.
In what way?
Like YouTube, it's like, oh, well, you need to get an editor and a production team so that you can do more and get bigger videos.
But that's where YouTube's going wrong, in my opinion.
Yeah, it is.
Because it should be about homemade videos that are just there for, I don't know, I was talking to someone recently and they were talking about their holiday and stuff, and they're like, oh, we're just going to like put it on YouTube just so we can watch it back in 10 years.
But then
It's
that's
just
the
stuff like
content
that.
that I enjoy watching personally.
Yeah,
You know
yeah.
what
I sat for a fucking half an hour video the other day. It was a place I went to in Turkey called Kalkan. But it was just this random fucking couple who were in like 50.
Yeah.
It was just a video of their holiday there. And like they meet all these people on the holiday and stuff like that, and you just like
Do you think that's
watch the whole fucking thing.
Do you think that's why podcasts have blown up? Because that's a bit less. I know they're all produced, but they're less. It's more just about people talking.
I think the attraction podcast is you can see behind the curtain of a person.
Yeah, there's no facade or like.
No, you're just watching them be them. And I think like with a celebrity, for example, I watched one with Timothy Chalamet. When he was
Justin Vernon. Then. Oh fuck, what's his name? The guy with the mullet. Trayvon. Yeah.
Theo Von.
Trayvon.
And then there was also like a Mac DeMarco one he did with.
New album coming out soon, by the way.
Oh, is it? Sweet. But yeah, like I can't remember who it was with. But and like these are people that you've seen in films or listened to music, and you can see how their brain works in real time. They're just normal people. And I think that's the thing. But I do think again, podcasts become oversaturated, and the problem kind of is anyone can start it. So now you're just getting idiots starting podcasts.
You are, but then I also think the thing with a lot of stuff is people see stuff as very easy. Like people will see YouTube videos and making music as like, oh yeah, I'll just have a go at that. I know people like.
I've been doing music for years, and I'm still nowhere near good enough to do it.
who like put like 1 or 2 songs out, or make 1 or 2 YouTube videos, and then go, oh, it's got no traction. I'll fuck that off. And like people don't actually realise that it takes like it takes a lot, you know.
But again, I think that's the hobby aspect of it. Regardless of how the numbers are doing, if it's your hobby, you'd still do it.
Yeah, 100%.
Because you're getting that little kick from it. You're getting that little serotonin boost. That's why I've always done music. I've written so much music in the last 2 years. We've released like 2 tracks. But like my mate Owen comes over, we'll have a laugh, we'll write some stuff. We'll go, oh, that's fun. We'll do this again next week or something. It's just a nice sort of little chill out, you know.
I think a lot more people need to do that though. Because I always have the conversation of like, and don't get me wrong, I'm no saint in this like topic, in the slightest, but just doing stuff for you, doing stuff because you want to do it. Like I said this on the last walking video I did. A lot of people have sort of got into walking recently, but they're actually just parking at the top of a hill, walking 5 minutes to the top to get an Instagram picture.
Yeah, and then fucking.
And it's this whole like facade of like, oh, I'm doing this to show people I'm doing this, whereas people don't like.
But that's why people go to like fucking Coachella and shit like that.
Yeah, and because I'd love people who just go to a concert, don't film nothing, just go, enjoy it and fuck off. And it's like, you're just going there for the pure love. You're not trying to show anybody that you're doing anything, you're not...
Last night, we were obviously at the gig, I saw a woman filming the gig, like filming the stage. She was looking at her phone and smiling. I'm like, you're not... Look at the actual thing you're fucking filming.
You know what, there's 2 things. People who, at a concert, film themselves singing.
Oh,
I never get that. Will never get that. Second, people who film the digital screens that like show what's on the stage.
Yeah, I get that. I've taken a picture of it once or twice because it's.
But why video? Like you're videoing a video at that point.
But I wouldn't want my entire memory of something like that to be through a lens.
No, exactly. There was a couple of songs last night where I was like I get it in the back of my brain being like, oh, you should record this. This is like a really good song.
Yeah, but you can watch it on
It's
YouTube.
like,
Anyone's filmed it, you can see it on there.
It's like Two-Face. I was like, oh, do I record this? And I went, no, fuck it, I'm just going to run into a mosh pit.
Yeah.
And I had a fucking great time. I don't need to show someone that I did
But
it.
that's it, you've got the memory of it. Like,
But that's what I mean. I feel like a lot of people do stuff now to be like, oh, look at this thing that I've done. No one does it for the love of the game. Like a lot of people do, but no one's making art because they like painting. They're doing art to be like, hey guys, look at my art.
put this in the Tate Modern.
Yeah.
The rest of the fucking shit.
Like, I feel like there's a lot of that these days where it's like, I'm doing this
Yeah.
to show people and make myself look interesting, not because I actually find it interesting and enjoy it myself. I'm going to get burnt to fuck on this one.
Yeah, I know. I was looking at my arms, I was like, yeah, I'm cooked.
I can feel it.
Right, let's get to the juicy section. What's the worst session we've ever had?
Sorry, I was just saying it's quite nice. There's a little, I mean, it's just sewage, but
Oh, yeah, that's cute. Oh, that's actually a nice little built thing.
yeah.
Should we go down?
No, because
Okay.
that's probably like swampland down there.
I like swamp.
Sink into it.
I like swamp. We could have a mud bath.
Maybe.
Um,
Bikes coming just stand
yeah, what's the worst session we've ever had?
the worst session.
There's got to be a couple. Let's give the people what they want. Come on. Let's just chat shit. Who should we beef?
I don't really know worst.
Diss track.
I don't really know worst session that we've ever had because we've never had like I don't feel like we've ever had like an explosive argument where it's like we're never talking to each other after that one. I think we've had sessions where the bullying's gone too far and someone's left.
The Wills versus Doors one, that was pretty.
Okay, I thought that was just a joke. I didn't think that was a deep.
Oh no, I was pissed.
But yeah, I don't know.
Me and Dan had one once. This was before we'd even met Blue, I think. But it was just me, him, and Kyle at the time. Obviously, Kyle, we're in Australia, it was a different time zone, so we were like, oh, we'll try and find some people to play with. I was like, oh, I found a guy. We got him in. Me and Dan were just pissing about like we always used to, and this guy's just dead quiet. He's like, oh, yeah, I've got people in front of me. Like on Warzone, we're just like, yeah, all right, whatever. He was like, you could tell he was getting pissed. I don't remember the guy's name. But like by the end of it, he left. He essentially rage quitted, left the call, and then I got a text like 2 hours later saying, sorry, internet died.
Brilliant.
Never heard from him again.
I don't like my favourite sessions are where it's just us
Chatting.
in a chat, and I don't like when we have like sessions of like 5-6 people plus where it's just loud and it's just people trying to be funny over each other and butt in with a quip, and I'm just like, I don't have the energy to try and do stuff. I just want to chat.
If I'm in the mood for them ones, they're fun. I like them.
I always just shut down. I always just sit back and I'm like, yeah, I don't.
Cameraman mode goes on.
Yeah.
No, see, I don't mind them if it's. It depends on who's there, I suppose, and what mood everyone's in. Mm. And that's the thing. Like, bear in mind, with that, you're not just picking up on like one person's mood. Everybody's got to be in a good mood.
Yeah. Yeah, we've had sessions where if there's like 3 or 4 people, if there's 3 people and one person's not in a good mood,
You do feel like you can't say much as well.
Yeah.
Like,
if there's 4 people, then the 3 people can quip together, and one person stays a bit quiet. It does still affect the mood a bit.
yeah, because you are sort of treading lightly, I think. But I mean, we've all done that. Like, there's been sessions where I've been like that. There's been sessions where you've been like that. It's part of it. But again, I think it's one of them. You kind of have to put your foot down and go, look, I'm in a bad mood. I'm not going to come on. But I think there needs to be the understanding about that it's for the benefit of everyone else rather than just a selfish decision. Because it's not really. You're just sort of trying to keep people sweet.
Yeah.
I think.
I agree. It's weird, right?
Go on.
So, normally when I do these walking videos, obviously I'm on my own, so that changes it a little bit, but normally, like, if I pass anyone, I'm like, oh, put it down, stop recording. But that is probably because I don't want to be like just talking to myself. Whereas like, I don't know if it's because I'm 3 hours away from home or I'm with you as well. I don't really care.
As soon as I leave Essex, the brakes usually come off.
I'm just sort of like, someone's going to walk by. But I think this has actually helped doing it with someone. I quite enjoy this actually, because I feel like...
Sure, man.
Like you kind of... Because when you're on a walk, anyway, your brain does kind of like... It sounds cringe as fuck, but it like opens up a bit more, like... You just sort of like...
You should try pop.
You just like... You open, like... I don't know, do you know what I mean? Like, when I go walk on my own, I think about everything.
No, I get that.
And so... Whereas... If we were sat... I don't think we would, but if you sat down to do a podcast or something, you've got to think about what to say. Whereas this, there hasn't been one point where I've been like, what to talk about. And...
So there's this mental thing called having a conversation.
There is.
That's kind of what we've been doing.
But I do enjoy like walking and conversating.
Yeah, man. Like,
like
the walk is nice because I'm like half like looking at my feet, making sure that I'm still walking straight, and then like, oh, nature. That's pretty fucking cool.
But then I also think as well, like, I was saying this to my uni mates, like, all we do if we only meet up like maybe two, 3 times a year.
Yeah.
And it's always just, oh, should we go for a drink? And it's just like, I do enjoy just like...
It's that typical thing though, isn't it? Oh, hell yeah, yeah, alright, yeah, cool. Anything changed? Nah, alright, sweet.
I enjoy going on a walk and like maybe like grabbing a coffee with someone. I feel like it feels like a feminine thing to do, but at the same time, I don't know if it's like British culture, but it is actually just a nice thing to see.
Yeah. I've only ever done shit like this with you, really. I used to do it as a kid. But like sometimes, like when I first started working and stuff, I'd be around my nan and granddad's a fair bit and stuff. And there's a country park near there. I'd just go for a fucking wander around there. Earphones in, just have a mooch about.
Solo walking's underrated.
Yeah, but I went through a massive phase of like being into the war and shit, and researching bollocks and breeding dogs. And like, they live in Hornchurch, which is an old RAF base. And the country park there is sort of, there's still remnants from it. I just sit on top of a pillbox and read. Yeah. And it's like, it's weird as fuck when you think about it. It's a bit like, what's this weird I'm doing sitting on a fucking concrete bunker reading a book? But I was getting me kicks.
I think Zigzag who said like he just feels weird guy walking on his own. He's like, I've not got a dog. It's like, why am I walking on my own? It's just nice to just like you're not necessarily like gonna get an outcome of it, but I feel like it's just quite good for your brain.
Oh yeah, it's definitely healthy. It's like mentally stimulating, definitely. But I'm like that doing music at home, to be honest. Like I'll stay up late and then like, because I feel like lately I've been really like listening to music differently. Like I'm sort of actively trying to take in the sounds a bit more. It sounds really weird, but I don't know how to word it, but then like when you come to producing it as well, you're trying to find the balance between everything and you're trying to find the sweet spots.
It's kind of like I know he's not the best person to quote right now, but like Kanye. He says like the best designs in history are stuff that we don't even like notice, like a traffic light or a spoon, because it's so that like universally recognised. And that's what, and the way I'm saying that is like a song is like when I've watched like producers break down all the sounds, it's like I wouldn't have even picked up that that's some like reverbed bass in the background hidden or some like little tickly like sparkly sound.
But that's the thing with that,
because it's just a good song overall, and you don't notice that it's got all these extra bits, but that is one of that's why it works.
The more you get into that, the more you pick up on that sort of shit, and obviously if you're making your own stuff as well, you can implement them ideas, go, oh, I wonder how this is going to sound. If it sounds like shit, it don't matter. Like, that's the fun bit about it.
I wish I was like musically, like, I don't know, I was fucking like, I watch like interviews like Tyler the Creator, and I'm like, I wish I had that fucking, like...
You're going to become a rapper?
No, not even that, but like how he like listens to like old records and goes, oh, I'll sample like chopped up tiny, like Fred again. This is the one like sample and goes, I'll chop that here, reverse that bit, add that little, and then he's got like a song in like, I'm like, what the
A lot of that is happy accidents though.
I know.
A lot of it you don't really go in it with an idea. Like I found, obviously I've been doing music since I was 15, 16. But you'll hear one little bit of something and go, oh, I like that. It feels like it should do this afterwards. Yeah. If it doesn't, then you make it work, kind of thing, you know. Yeah, I don't know. Like, but yeah, like I really appreciate like old crate digging and finding old samples that sound. I don't know. Like you can just change the sound. I don't know. It's one of them when you're into it.
Yeah. Okay.
Sort of your brain just switches off and you just do it. You don't really think.
I've been like trying to go and listen to a lot more old music, just to break out of like genres and like listen to different stuff, because I feel like especially nowadays you just get sucked into like one thing.
Again, no,
like when people go like, oh, what music do you listen to? And I'm like nowadays I don't even know how to fucking answer that question.
Your music taste definitely has improved in the last few years. I'll tell you that much.
Well, when we first met, it was like, oh, Travis Scott, Kanye West, Tyler the Creator, fucking like just Future, Yachty, fucking it was just rap, and I did love because I listen to some of the shit that I used to listen to in like sixth form, and I'm like, fuck me, that shit. But that SoundCloud era of rap was just so much fun. Like it wasn't serious music, it wasn't pure art. It was just a fun little bop.
I think that depends on your upbringing as well. I know your dad's quite musical, isn't it? So it's sort of like he probably would have taught you a fair few bits as a kid.
Yeah, and it's weird because as I've sort of gone from like that rap to like now, like sort of 18 to now 24, I feel like I've now just literally like morphed into my dad's music taste.
Yeah, but it does do that as you get older.
Whereas like back in the day I was like, what is this?
But like my dad was always into like David Bowie growing up, and I didn't listen to Bowie until he died. I was fucking scared shitless of the guy, to be fair. And I was like, oh fuck it, let's give Ziggy Stardust a go. And like after that I was like, oh, I totally get it now. Like it's just one of them things. It's sort of obviously like my dad is very musical as well, and I worked in a music shop for 9 years, so you sort of learn off of other people.
Yeah.
But like I did most of my musical knowledge in that time, because you're just constantly being exposed to different shit.
Yeah.
But I'll always, if I'm going on holiday as well, I'll always try and listen to music from wherever I am. So when I went to Turkey, I was listening to a lot of Turkish music just to kind of set myself, get a bit cultured. Do you know what I mean?
Similar to how like a lot of people say like they find the culture through the food of the place.
Yeah,
it's like, oh, you can tell the culture by trying their cuisine.
Yeah, I mean, like when I went to Belgium not long ago, I was like, there's a drum and bass artist, Netsko, is from Belgium, and I was like, fuck it, I'm just going to do one of his albums. And it's like, it's weird being in a place where that sort of music is, all that person's memories are there.
Yeah.
And you sort of, I don't know, it is a philosophical way of looking at it, I suppose, but films.
This is quite nice actually. Like,
it is. I'm wondering how the fuck we're going to get back over there.
It's fine, that's the joy, you just get lost.
Yeah, that's true. We'll call the police and be like, can you pick us up?
Aren't we? Oh fuck, yeah. We've gone off path.
I was going to say, we're nearly at fucking Lee.
So, right.
If that is Lee, we could get a pint.
So, hang on. Right, we, I don't know if you can see this, we started here, and we went along, we started there. We were supposed to go along here, but we ended up cutting down there, and we're now there.
We could though, what I'm saying, over there, you see where all them boats are?
Yeah.
There's a few nice pubs and shit there.
We can go to Leon Sea, and then just walk along the top bank. And then look, if we go there and then just literally follow that back up and then cut there and then go up to the castle.
Yeah, Lee is very nice for drinks, to be fair. Well, not for drinks, but like it's a nice little old seasidey town.
Okay. Let's do that.
You'll quite like Lee, I think. It's cute.
I like a little cutesy town. You know what I like? Bookshops.
There's not one of them.
No, I know, but just like I don't know, just fucking, just walking through a bookshop.
Again, like, that's a phase. I go through phases, obviously, you know that, but like, I do miss my reading phase.
I wish I had more time for it.
Yeah, that's the thing. Time is honestly one of the biggest things.
There's people from like my Discord server and stuff. They get through like a book in like 3 days because they don't like. They just like finish work.
They're doing fucking nothing.
They just read for like 4 or 5 hours. I'm like, huh?
Yeah. No, I if I'm invested in it, I love it.
I feel like my issue is I always sort of see a new chapter of a book as like a stopping point. So like I'll read like one chapter and be like, okay, I'll go do something else now because I've read that chapter.
No, I'm saying.
Whereas I should just be like, right, I'm going to set half an hour aside, and wherever I get to is wherever I get to.
Yeah. I've only read like 5 books in the last year, to be fair. 2 of them being June. Actually, no, they're the only 2.
I've slowed down a lot since moving out because I used to read before bed, but then now if like Anna goes to bed, I'm going to be sat there with a light on.
Got your little night light on, your cap, your striped pyjamas, around with a candle, tucked in.
I do love it. I do love reading. Like,
it is therapeutic.
I feel like if I've had like a shit day, you just read and you like, because you're focusing on like the words, obviously. There's no way that you can actually like stray off.
Yeah.
Think about something else.
Although I sometimes do that, and then I'm like, I don't think I actually took any of that in.
No, I
know
exactly what you mean. Like, you get halfway down the page and you go, what's this page actually said?
Yeah.
You're just sort of looking at the words, but nothing's actually like going in.
Yeah, like when I was doing, I think it was probably Children in June. Like, I'm reading this page and I'm like, okay, yeah, cool. And then I get to the end of it, I'm like, what's happened?
I think
what?
I've never tried it, but apparently like an elite way of reading, it's like really immersive, is read it along with an audiobook.
Yeah, right, yeah.
Because then you're listening to it and you're taking it in.
My sister did that not long ago. She had she got a fucking scratch on her eyelid, on her eyeball. It got infected, so she couldn't see. Still fine now, which is fine. But she was like, oh, I'm just gonna fucking listen to the audiobook of Lord of the Rings. I think she did the first one, or like Fellowship.
My brother has like an hour commute like every day, so then he just does it. Like, he was like, I'm getting a bit bored of music. 2 hours a day in the car.
Yeah,
like, I'm just gonna listen to an audiobook there and back every day. He gets through them quite a bit.
I like that. My dad used to read on the train and stuff to work, and it's sort of like I wouldn't be able to. Well, obviously driving to work. It's a 7-minute drive. I'm not really going to get a chance to have that much of a read. It smells like the sea.
It does. I kind of like it.
This is one of the nicer parts of Essex, to be fair. Well, no. I was going to say that we're about to go to Southend, so probably not. But
what we could do Isaac Rose walks down the pier.
I've already taken Carl down there, and it disabled him.
I think it's longer than people realise.
It's the longest pleasure pier in the world, I think, or Europe at least.
I know. I'm going to have to switch arms again because my arm's getting dead.
Yeah, when I went there with Kyle, we got halfway down. He's like, "Oh fuck, I've got blisters."
This
I thought we should have got the train.
The lovely scenery has sort of reverted back to a semi bit of council.
Concrete, lovely.
Concrete and metal fence, but that's okay.
You know what? We can sit down in there and get a nice cold cider.
Maybe even a light bite to eat.
Possibly. There is a nice little cafe there. This is the 1 5k jog I've ever done in my life.
This is phenomenal for a run.
Well,
flat straight line.
So you see where them buildings are over there. We sort of started there, and you go sort of back on yourself, down on the seafront, and then you're running through Old Leigh. But it's like 5k.
But like I mean, like this path that we're on, that'd be perfect for a run.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, and it's like at the end of it, like the start, the end point is a nice little bar on the seafront where it's just like coffees and shit like that.
I've just got one observation of the fact that, I mean, I have got a camera in my hand, so it's a bit different, but like whenever I walk anywhere, it's every single person you pass is, well, you're right.
Oh, absolutely not.
No one. I literally tried to make eye contact with that bloke. He had his head like.
No, don't make eye contact with people. Are you stupid? God, no.
It's so weird how different, like south and north. It's so, because I hate London, but I love Manchester because Manchester is London but with nice people.
Manchester will be nice when it's finished.
Yeah, I like Manchester. Manchester and Edinburgh, my 2 top cities in the UK.
I'd like to do Edinburgh.
Edinburgh's very nice. Like, it's just aesthetically, the vibes, It's just nice. And then as
Yeah.
well, I love it because obviously nature walkie, you've got a city and then next to it you've got Arthur's Seat, which is a massive hill.
Yeah.
So you've got like best of both.
Was there only half a seat?
Did someone just... Sean, did someone just turn the temperature up? Did you feel that? We just
Yeah,
we
no,
just hit like a wave
definitely agree.
then.
Yeah.
It was really hot.
The good thing about Lee is we can have a little splash in the sea.
That's so cute.
Yeah. You can just watch me just disappear into the fucking channel.
I need to buy like a battery pack.
How long?
I mean, wait, it's on 46%, but we've been recording for an hour straight.
Well, you could just be like, we're going to stop recording here, and then you could turn it back on in the pub,
We're
and then
yeah,
we'll just do it like a podcasty vlog.
that is essentially what the walking channel is.
Yeah.
I know you don't normally watch it, but
You don't have to have a long stretch of video, do you? Like,
no, so normally when I do them solo, I'll talk for a bit,
and then cut it.
put it down, and then if I'm mid walking, I'm like, I want to talk about that. I'll put
Yeah.
it back up and then like spew out whatever I'm saying. But anyway, we'll see you in
We're low on
Lee.
battery. Yeah.
We're not actually low on battery, but
No. I
see
don't know
you
where the
in-
fuck we go
in-
from here.
Go round it, mate. Oh, he's gone. He's gone under. We had to stop. Where did we stop, Lee?
Lee, we were in Hadleigh, and then we walked 4.5 miles and ended up in
Started
Lee.
in Hadleigh, went through like the woodland bit down from the castle, and then went down to the essentially,
A lovely little pub called the Peter Boat.
yeah. I downed 2 pints of Pepsi Max.
You mad?
I know, I went crazy. You got
A cider and lemonade.
cider and a lemonade. I've never drank that quick. Honestly, I needed that.
I was so excited to drink, I was shaking.
It was the first sip of Pepsi Max hit like crack. But now we're walking back, so we did 4 miles there, and then it's essentially like 3.5 back. It's a little bit short because you're quitting out a bit. We went sort of like round. You shall see the route that we did at the beginning of the video anyway. But
Big boy money.
now we're just walking along this path. We're on the other side of the tracks now. And there's the train tracks that we walked.
This fence is preventing an accident.
Yeah.
I can't just run and play with the trains.
Oh, actually, that's where we were with the boats.
We were, yeah.
We're walking along here, and then we'll go back up to that castle that we saw earlier, and then back to the car. But this has been a lovely little walk.
It has been a nice day. Benji would have died.
Benji would have died. Benji was in a sorrow state, to say the least. We just chucked him on a train and went by then.
Yeah, sure.
But it was for the best, because he would not have done that, been able to do this in the state that he was
This video is sponsored by 4Loco.
in. Yeah.
It's not.
4Loco destroyed him.
He should have seen the state I was in yesterday morning and gone, I'm not touching that shit.
Yeah.
But he didn't. Kind of my fault, really, I suppose, but it is what it is.
We were just talking before about merch, because Wadism's got mine on.
Yeah, what does the merch come and say?
I was about to say, would you ever
Oh, you think I could be trusted?
would you ever do any like
Comic
like,
Sans, Wadism, done.
Yeah.
I love the idea of it. I don't think I'd ever get big enough for it.
Would you do it like merch or so for years I always said I didn't want to do merch. I wanted to do like a brand
Yeah.
and focus on like an actual clothing brand, but it's not really viable.
I'm going to do flashlights.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's just going to be my arsehole. You know when porn stars get their
Wadism arse.
You know when porn stars get their bussy as a flashlight?
Yeah.
It'd be that. But there'd be 2 versions. You'd have my mouth. Or my
It probably did quite well in like the gay community.
yeah, I only know one gay person, so
But you've got that bear vibe.
yeah. Not
Bears
wrong.
of Twitter.
I would like to one day. I don't know what the fuck I'd do though, because I feel like I'd like a t-shirt. That'd be cool.
Would you actually like take the piss and just put Wadism on Comic Sans?
No, I do like. I like to think I do like something with a back print, something like that. Football shirt, kind of inspired thing, could be cool.
Yeah. Would you ever do anything so like how I did like the Lego heads? Would you ever would you venture into anything else?
There's not enough Lego in the world to do something that's the size of my head. Firstly,
No, not even like
that
Lego
would be
specific,
sick.
but as in just like even just like any other thing.
Funko.
Yeah.
No,
That would be the dream though.
that would be fucking sick.
Like obviously the Winkies doesn't exist anymore, but imagine like a series. But imagine like our characters.
Yeah.
That'd be cool as fuck.
The problem is my character is just kind of me.
Yeah, it's kind of just a bloke.
So I've never really been into like business. Business studies was not my forte.
Business.
Yeah, I don't have the GCSE.
I kind of never see them as like business opportunities. I don't.
No, but you've still got to be somewhat business savvy for it. Oh, that's a nice rock.
That was the most autistic thing I've ever seen. How did you just spot that rock?
I was looking for rocks.
Just show the people your rock.
Look at that, it's a perfect fucking boulder.
That might have to be the thumbnail.
I found a rock! That's going in my pocket. I feel like Gollum when he's just found the ring.
But actually, the reason that my merch came about is because you won't have seen them, but there's these like block heads where they're sort of like
Lego ones?
No, they're like plushy heads of like YouTubers, like square cubes, and it's like their avatars. And I messaged them being like, "Can I do it?" And they were like, "No." But we do have this other side thing that we do, which is like clothing.
I'd just get a big Lego mould of my penis.
Yeah. If you were going to venture into like one,
oh god,
like how KSI has Prime, or how Jacksepticeye does coffee.
Yeah.
Is there one thing? Would you do like a Wadism whiskey?
That'd be cool.
That would be cool.
Oh, you got me thinking. There's ideas here. I would like to do. I'm trying to like not be silly with this because I know you want an answer. Whiskey's a fucking shout, to be fair. That is a good one because I do like a whiskey. Yeah.
How would you do the bottle? Because whiskey bottles, you've got to have
Penis.
some like. Okay.
It
could be a beard.
Yeah.
A banana, a beard.
Thing is, I've not really got. I just exist. There's not really anything. You've got your little TV head and stuff like that, which you can get on this T-shirt here. But
that was painful for you, I noticed.
Yeah. But yeah, like I've not really got anything that's. Do you know what I mean? Like, I think because I'm just a bloke.
You're just a guy.
Yeah.
You're just a chill guy.
I am. I wouldn't want the logo or anything on it.
Yeah.
I cringe just thinking about it.
What the?
I'd have to do a whole separate thing, whole separate brand. But I'm shit with that sort of stuff.
That's why I do like the. I just pointed at my fucking tattoo, but it's on the t-shirt as well because that's like it's not painfully obvious.
No, I do agree. I could do a rebrand.
It's not like a. You look at some t-shirts that people release and you're like, yeah, that's YouTuber merch.
Well, yeah. If you've just got your logo on a t-shirt and that is it, like at least you've stylised that and it's like one of your other interests like metal music.
Yeah. Metal music.
Like heavy metal t-shirts. Band t-shirts, generally speaking, kick off.
The example I literally sent was the Bring Me the Horizon text. I was like, I want something like that.
Yeah, shit like that. Like stuff that you can wear it out and no one's going to be like, oh my god,
is that YouTuber merch?
Yeah,
that's what I did. I wore my the way I like tested it is I walked around my family, and I was like, and no one went,
what the fuck are you wearing?
No one went like, oh, is that yours? Like your merch? Like everyone was just, it just went so under the radar that I was like, okay, that works.
No son of mine will wear something that gay. I can't wait to be a homophobic middle-aged dad.
Yeah?
No, I'm joking.
These are jokes, guys.
These are jokes.
Look at the sky. It do be blue.
Fuck it, hell it hurts.
It do be blue. Properly blue.
The sun is fascinating to me.
Yeah.
Just big ball of gas.
It
allows all this shit to happen. Mad, right?
Life, am I right?
Yeah, what we like. That's mental.
I was reading it. Actually, no, I won't say that because it's spoilers for a book. But,
huh?
Nah, anyway.
Okay. Nice and vague.
Wadism whiskey.
That's the only one I can think of that I'm sort of like, yeah, that's sick. Like, I'd like to just release a mixtape, to be honest.
Why don't you?
Well,
I always say this to you because you release a lot of music and
I really should do.
you're like, oh yeah, I've done another song. Here it is, boys. And you play it for us, and I'm like, oh, why don't you put it somewhere? Like you don't have to be like, you don't have to like try and be like, oh guys, I've done this. But you could just, even if you just put it up somewhere.
I'm not financially savvy. That's what it is.
No, but
But like, but these things cost money. If you want to get music on Spotify, it costs money.
Just put it on SoundCloud and YouTube.
Well, I do.
Oh, well,
I just don't promote it.
yeah, just like even just like I don't know, I don't fucking know.
Yeah, maybe I'll just become a SoundCloud rapper.
Yeah.
That could be cool. But like, having a mixtape on 12-inch
Yeah.
would be sick. But like, you know, like the 12-inch records you get where they're all like marbly.
Yeah.
That'd look sick. Could have that on the wall. What else do I like? The thing is, because I've not bought myself anything really since moving out, because I can't afford to. I don't know, I've not really thought of it. Like neon lights.
To be fair, I'm trying to scratch my head for like stuff, but I can't really.
I'm just a bit of a freak of nature. Which way are we going?
I think we're going where those people are on that path.
Oh, hate people.
Yeah. Let's have a look at the route. I have now drawn a proper route, so now we know where we're going. I don't think you can actually see my phone screen in this light, but oh, you might be able to a little bit. Yeah, 7.5 miles. This not bad. Not bad going.
Well, the whole thing.
Well, it's 7.4 the whole thing.
Impressive.
I should have gone for a wee.
You should have.
Yeah.
You could film yourself doing a wee.
Those 2 pints of Pepsi Max. They're not going to end well.
You can piss in my toilet.
Thanks, man.
That's alright. What's in your fridge?
What, at home?
Let's discuss fridges.
Fridges.
Let's talk about buttered sausage. Yeah, how full is your fridge?
Relatively full, I reckon. We like to keep it stocked.
Yeah.
Got some peppers, some carrots, some.
Fucking greens.
They're
not. Neither of them are green.
In the I'm trying to go shelf by shelf. So we've got a bottom drawer.
Yeah, the beer drawer.
Yeah, that's my veg drawer.
Oh.
So peppers, lettuce, carrots. That's about it, to be fair.
No other vegetables yet. Peas. No, peas down the freezer.
Second, and then you go up to the first shelf. Maybe some strawberries, some grapes.
Okay, now.
Some pepperonis.
That's more than I've ever had in my fridge.
Maybe a couple cans of cider just in case.
In case it like gets a bit much.
You've got like cheese, butter. Yogurts. Top shelf is like our stock of like butter and cheese and more cheese.
So currently I've got Doritos this way.
Up here, yeah.
Doritos nacho cheese sauce. I think that's about it.
Okay, that's entirely it.
I don't buy milk.
Oh no, I've got milk because I have milk for coffee. Milk and like fresh orange juice as well.
I don't buy milk because it goes off. I don't have it long enough for me to warrant it.
I do love fresh orange juice, I will say.
I've got some expired fruit and veg that's actually in the beer shelf at the minute.
I also keep a water bottle in there.
Mayonnaise and ketchup.
Yes. Oh yeah. So I've got a bunch of like sauces on one shelf that like I buy for like one dish and then don't need them again, but they need to stay in the fridge. So like I've got a massive bottle of sriracha. I've got mayo.
Is that the new Heinz sriracha one?
No, it's just a gluten-free sriracha.
I got sriracha. You can have some later.
Sriracha, mayo. Do you keep ketchup in the fridge? I wish I can, but I can. I wish I could. Anna refuses to let me. She likes it in the cupboard. I think it's wrong.
It is wrong. Nice cold ketchup.
Chocolate, fridge or cupboard?
Fridge.
Yes.
I like biting into chocolate cold.
And it's hard.
Yeah, but I like it melting in my mouth.
Yeah, I don't want it to be pre-melted. I want it to be cold and like, you know when you like get chocolate buttons and they're like cold?
Yeah, minstrels.
And you're like crunching that.
Minstrels are the one. Yeah. Other than that, my fridge is fucking empty.
You go in your freezer.
Meals that Mum gave me about a year ago.
Nice.
Vegetables.
To be fair, I struggle for space in my freezer. We just stock loads of shit.
I've got ice on the bottom shelf.
You really don't like.
That's about it. I've got 4 hash browns.
You really don't do like weekly food shops, do you?
I do, no. I should. I just can't be asked.
That's fair.
I just exist, dude.
You do be existed.
That's nice.
Should we like pose for a thumbnail here?
Yeah.
Actually, I don't like this camera. Let's do it on my phone.
My hair is doing mad things.
Yeah, that'll do. Thumbnail acquired. Right, we're on 29% battery. I really need to invest in a battery pack because, like, when I do like the 3 peaks, I'm gonna need a lot more charge.
My balls are sticking to my fucking leg. Sorry.
You brought such a new vibe to the walking channel.
What vibe? Like what? Just a bit of
Normally I
like.
just talk about like mental health and stuff.
Oh,
but
go.
you just.
We can talk about mental health if you want.
I don't know. What is that to talk about?
Don't know.
Yeah. Are you in a good place?
Yeah.
Good.
These days, yeah.
I have my days.
Yeah, no, like I've been, honestly, like, most of this year I've been completely calm. But you just get used to it as you get older. I think you just know how to deal with yourself, do you know what I mean?
Yeah. I think I've just started to like overthink and deep like
You've
YouTube
always done
videos
that.
doing shit and
The second I see her in the group chat, another 9 out of 10, I'm like, fuck, here we go.
it's, or even like I'm just bad at like comparing myself or like I don't know, I'm really like someone will say one thing in a session and it will just like stick in my brain and then I'll be sound for the session and then I'll go off and I'll just sit in bed and be like it's depressed now.
He said my beats are whack.
I don't know, I don't even know what it is, but I can't even think of an example, but so and I get like stuck in ruts sometimes.
Yeah.
I remember the other weekend I was just getting dead antsy with Anna and I was like, I literally don't know what's wrong with me. I think I'm on my period or something.
No, but I get like that sometimes. I was like it Friday, I was like it.
Yeah.
I was driving from work to Tesco on my lunch and everybody was fucking me off.
Yeah.
I was like, I've never got road rage in my life, but like, this prick was driving about 20 miles an hour. I'm like, you fucking go.
I found recently, I've started to like write myself to-do lists and that really helped.
Oh, I can't do it.
Because I found that some days, like, I'll like struggle to find stuff to do or struggle to like a direction of stuff.
Yeah.
And then I kind of just end up doing nothing. Or just like sat on.
I like doing nothing.
But I just end up like sitting on TikTok and then I get into like a bit of like a I don't know. I like to be productive and when I don't get anything done, but then I get in a cycle of like, oh well, I've got nothing done, so now I'm depressed and I'm going to sit on my bed and do TikTok and do less. So
I get that. I definitely used to be a bit more. I used to care a lot more.
I want to care less about like. I want to be able to read for 2 hours and not feel guilty for not doing anything.
Yeah, no.
I feel guilty for not doing stuff sometimes.
I mean more in the context of like, you remember when we used to have sessions and someone would have a pop at me about nothing.
Yeah.
And I'd just lose my fucking marbles.
Yeah, you have got a lot less of that, like.
But I think that was a learning curve, really. Like if you learn from situations like that, do you know what I mean? That's the best way to do it, because
Yeah, I get you.
I think like that was me projecting probably about other shit that I weren't happy with.
I feel like the times I get annoyed is when someone makes a pop at something that I like deep down probably know is a bit either true or a bit of an insecurity, and someone's
You get defensive.
someone's hit a nerve. I'm like, no,
no.
Like I don't know. Someone says, I don't really know.
Problem is,
I
I'll
can't think
try
of
and
fucking examples.
retaliate by going for the throat about something someone's passionate about.
Yeah.
I was saying this at work the other day. I like insulting people just based on something they've got going on physically. Like not like there's a 5-second rule, right? So if it's something someone can fix in 5 seconds, it's fine. If they can't fix it, like you've got bogey on your fucking lip or whatever,
Yeah.
you can fix that. If it's something like a deformed feature,
Your cleft lip.
yeah, something that they can't help, leave that alone. But like, if someone was trying to have a go and they were wearing glasses.
Sorry, that just reminded me of a thing. So, my uni mate was telling me a story about how he was talking a little bit to this girl, and they went out to this club. He didn't like know her that much, but he was like, "Oh, shall we go?" Like, "Oh, I'm going here as well. I'll meet you there."
Yeah.
He was talking, like getting along with her, had a little bit of a kiss, whatever, and then he got quite drunk, and they were in a club. It was like a fancy dress thing. She had a hat on. So as you do, you know when you're like drunk,
yeah,
you just fucking like grab hats and shit.
I'm wearing that hat. You're wearing a hat. I
Yeah.
want that hat. Yeah.
So he pulled the hat off, and her whole head of hair came off.
Oh my god. There's no recovering from that.
And obviously it's quite bad because she probably had like alopecia or something, but she was just bald underneath, and he was like, "Oh my god, I'm so sorry."
That would just, yeah.
It was like, fuck.
I don't think you'd be having a second date after that.
No, I don't think so either. Anyway, also lovely view, but also in front, my skin's glistening from sweat, by the way.
Mine's not sweaty. Well, it is, but
I'm wet. But we've got a castle in front of us.
I was wet before we even turned up.
Look at this.
There's a big boat.
There is a big boat.
I'm going to take a picture of it.
What is it?
Yeah, picture of Dane.
And a castle.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure this used to be hunting grounds. I think. Don't quote me on that. Just fucking Wikipedia it, honestly. I'm not the source of information here.
No?
There are signs that tell us all about it, but again, I'm not the guy. I'm not a historian.
He's not that guy, guys.
I'm just a bloke.
He's just a...
While I am the guy,
He's just a boy.
I am just a boy.
Standing in front of another boy. Walking towards a castle.
Maybe they'll kiss.
Maybe.
Maybe they won't.
What?
The American mind cannot comprehend history this old. This is older than America.
Yeah.
Yeah, like, they just don't have any shit like this.
Well, like ruins and stuff. I don't really know. Do Americans have?
Well, yeah, they've got like obviously rich native history, but like not like this.
Not like castles and stuff.
No.
Did they build any castles in America?
Well, they would know. They would have built forts because it was, you know, the 1800s and that. But it wouldn't have been like this.
Good view there.
Yeah. I've come here at night a couple of times. It's weird. It's like haunted.
Is it?
No. Not really, but a castle for a king with its splendid views, extensive hunting grounds. I got that bit right.
Hold it, mate.
Oh, it's Edward III, not George. George V was only like the 1800s. So
There's an opposing castle.
where? Over yonder somewhere.
There's probably. Wicked cool.
Hi MTV, welcome to my crib. That's all I got.
Well,
yeah, it's in shambles at the minute. You know, I'll get some reconstruction done.
That's the castle. But yeah, if you do this wall, you get everything. You get a bit of woodland. You get
birds.
You get birds. You get the sea. And you've got a pub stop. I like a walk with a pub stop.
Yeah,
I think a pub stop's important.
I agree.
I think as well, like that's my like perfect Sunday. A walk and a pub lunch. Sunday pub lunch.
Wank and a bath.
Yeah. Just polar opposites.
Or go to the park and have a wank.
In the park.
Depends what park. I'm banned from about 4.
Guys, if you ever see Wadism in a park, I'd run.
Just know that he's joking it.
Just run.
Yeah, no, I'm joking. I don't masturbate in parks.
Okay, now that the castle's done, we're on the home stretch to
The car
park. It's still quite a while, but
I think this has been successful. I found a rock.
yeah,
I've had a pint.
it has been a successful walk.
I saw a castle.
Absolutely lovely day. I'm dreading seeing how sunburnt I probably am on the neck.
Yeah, my ankles might be hating me for this. That's old age though, isn't it?
Yeah. And then tomorrow I'm going to go on another hike in the White Cliffs of Dover. So you'll probably see that walk. That's more of a solo one. I'll reflect on our time together.
I'm going to go on a hike to work and graft my arse off for 9 hours so I can continue to pay my bills, so that I can continue to go to work.
Join the Patreon, guys. I mean, joining my Patreon doesn't really have much effect on Wadism, but
I literally receive no commission for my
I
work.
might treat him to £1 a month.
I could buy a 99p. Although they're about £1.50 now, so...
Yeah, they're not 99s anymore. I thought they used to be called 99s because they were 99p.
They should be. Even then, back in the day, before inflation, 99p was still a lot of money for that. There is a glamping site around here as well.
Wicked.
In true Essex fashion.
Wicked cool.
Now, my ankles are in tatters at this point in my life.
Wicked.
Hooray!
I suppose that's why it's that busy around here, because if people are staying at the campsite.
This is the actual trail as well.
Yeah.
There's a list of mammals.
But yeah, we were talking about like
Comedy.
Comedy and like where our senses of humour come from, and a lot of it is from like TV that we grew up watching.
Like the news broadcast of 9/11.
Like Bob Mortimer and Alan Partridge. I fucking love Stephen Merchant.
Coogan.
Like
Steve Coogan.
Stephen Coogan. That's the
Not Stephen, just
who's
Steve.
Stephen Merchant.
Steve, he's Ricky Gervais and
Oh
Carl
yeah,
Pilkington.
of course he is. I like him as well actually, but
Yeah, I'm hit and miss with Ricky Gervais.
I do like a Ricky Gervais.
I like him, but I just think...
Afterlife. The thing is though, with Afterlife, the Afterlife bloopers are better than the actual Afterlife.
Yeah.
I don't know if you've seen them.
No. I've not actually seen Afterlife.
It is good. I think you'd like it. It's quite dry.
I probably would. I want to go in that pond.
That is a solid bench. What are we rating?
Mate, if I could bleed out here...
What are we rating that bench?
Hold on.
This is like an anime character ending.
I can't say shit, to be honest.
Yeah? What are you rating it?
4.
Have you seen that guy on TikTok that does like scenic pisses?
Yeah, I could do that.
Just go to like scenic places and take a piss.
Yeah.
There might actually be a better bench up there. Anyway, I do like a bench. Do you like a bench? I
I'm a bench fan.
I wish I was like slow enough in life to just like go to a bench and sit and read. Now, you know when we were walking back there, I don't know if you noticed, there was a woman just sat on the floor and she was writing in a journal. And I was like...
That feels self-indulgent, but I kind of get it.
Yeah.
Birds!
There's not actual birds, it's just a sign.
Premium tarts!
Yeah. It's interesting how... It's like British comedy is complete... Like, Americans just don't really get it.
Like some American comedy I like, though.
I can't think of many American comedians, though.
Shane Gills is good.
I'm actually trying to think. You know what I like? It's semi-lazy comedy, but I do quite like it. It's quite funny. Things like Morgan Taylor. He's on TikTok, he does like does like a lot of crowd work with, and it's all like auto-tuned, and it's like, hey.
See, stuff like that, I sort of... I get it, I can understand why people find it funny. It's just not really for me.
Yeah.
I don't know if that's just me.
I don't find it funny, but I still do always watch it. I don't know. Is that the building with the car park?
Might be. Yeah, we're near.
Well, we're on 12%, so
Yeah, that
we'll
is.
probably wrap it up because the car
Because we don't
park-
want to get pregnant.
The car park's there. This has been very interesting. Who should I walk with next?
Jesus and God.
Who should I walk with next, guys?
If I send an email to fucking John Cena, no one will know if he turns up or not.
Imagine if I did actually get like celebrities on Isaac Rose walks.
That would be fucking ridiculous.
Imagine me just going on a little stroll with Timmy Shimmy.
Who the fuck's Timmy Shimmy?
Timothy Chalamet.
Oh, I thought it was like some rapper from the 90s.
No, Timothy Chalamet. That would be cool. Like, imagine that.
Gok Wan.
Me just walking along with Timothy Chalamet. Timothy, if you're watching this,
What's her name?
come join.
Who's the racist one that's on this morning? Katie Hopkins. Fuck, imagine going on a walk with Nigel Farage.
Yeah. Guys, comment down below. If you've made it to this point, because this is probably like an hour-long thing. If you made it to this point, let me know.
Have a good day, I guess.
Who should we walk with?
Yeah.
And, yeah.
We'll send some emails. I won't be there, but he will.
I will be there. So,
It's been a pleasure.
It has actually. I've thoroughly enjoyed this.
We've done a bit of everything.
We have.
So yeah, sweet.
And it's been a really good hike. 7 miles. If you want to try the route, let me know in the comments if you do it. Take a picture. So there's, why not? I want to see it. And yeah. Anything else?
Nah, that's all. I might be back soon, I might not.
He might be back soon. Tell him in the comments that you want him back, and then he might come back.
Boost my ego, basically. I need the ego back up, and then we're good.
Right. I shall see you next time.
Bye, Z's.
Bye.